Hey there folks, this is Dmcjediman. I'm coming to you with another video. First off, let me wish all of you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday if you don't particularly celebrate Christmas. Obviously, this is a special video, so I'm filming this pretty far in advance, but I know exactly when it's dropping, so... Before we get into what I'm doing today, don't forget if you like my content, be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you're notified when I upload. Check out my gaming channel sometime if you like video game Let's Plays. And feel free to follow Dmcjediman's Den on social media. I'm currently on Facebook, Twitter, Discord, and Blue Sky. Links, as always, will be in the description below. So we are counting down my top 12 favorite alternative Christmas songs. Now, aside from one of these, most of these are not fit for people under a certain age. You know, they're either, very loud, thrashing death metal, or they're full of off-color language. So, obviously not meant for kids. Also, some of these songs may offend people. Well, one of them most certainly probably will, but, it's one of those things. I listen to it on the merits of, of how it sounds rather than the lyrics, which I don't quite agree with the lyrics, of course. But, obviously this is my list. Any of you, watching may have your own list, or maybe you don't really like any of these songs, and that's okay. Everybody has their own tastes. This is just my personal list of my favorite, alternative, Christmas songs, because I don't really get into a lot of the traditional songs. I, don't really enjoy a lot of them. Like, I tolerate most of them, with the exception of things like Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, and the, Mariah Carey song that everybody hates, but everybody plays it. So, like I said, this is my list, so hope everyone enjoys hearing me talk about it. I'm going to play a snippet of each song before I start talking about it, through the magic of editing, of course.
Hi there, Mr. Shintoist! Merry fucking Christmas! God is gonna kick your ass, you infidelic pagan scum! In case you haven't noticed, there's festive things to do, so let's all rejoice for Jesus! Merry fucking Christmas to you!
So, starting off with number 12 on the list, this is from South Park, so you're in for it when South Park kicks off things. This was... I'm not sure what episode it was in, but it was Mr. Garrison singing Merry Fucking Christmas, where he proceeds to talk about other religions that don't celebrate and tell them how he's wishing them a Merry Fucking Christmas and that he's gonna kick their ass and other things. Highly offensive song, of course, but it has a good melody to it, and some of the lyrics, not all, mind you, but some of the lyrics do make me laugh. But that's number 12, because that is probably the most rough one on the list.
The fuck? The fuck? The fuck is in the air. The fuck? There's white shit everywhere. The fuck? I must be fucking baked and this shit's probably fake. The fucking hell did I just take? The fuck?
Coming in at number 11 is kind of a parody song of a song from a movie. Any of you who have seen Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas probably remember the classic What's This song? Where Jack Skellington's like, what's this? What's this? Well, someone made a parody video of that where it's the same scene, but instead he's singing, the fuck! The fuck is in the air. The fuck! There's white shit everywhere. It just tickles my funny bones so much, And the tune itself ain't bad, but obviously, very, very funny. So that's for my number 11 pick. And before I go any further, pretty much all of these can be found on YouTube, although I do recommend, in cases where the songs are on an album, or, can be downloaded from, like, Amazon or something, I do recommend getting them through the official means, because, a lot of these artists worked hard on these songs, so if you like them, support them.
I need some new snow tires. My car is held together by a piece of chicken wire. Oh, rust and smoke, the heater's broke, the door just flew away. I light a match to see the dash, and then I start to pray. The frame is bent, the muffler went, the radio, it's okay. Oh, what fun it is to drive this rusty Chevrolet.
Anyway, coming in at number 10 is Rusty Chevrolet by Diupers. Now, this one is one that I've liked ever since I was a kid. It's about a Chevrolet, that's just falling apart, and, guy needs, so many parts. Like, so many parts, they might as well just get a new car at this point. It's got a classic Christmas melody, but funny lyrics, and is probably the, I would say this is probably the least offensive song on my list. Well, actually, no. This is the second least offensive song. There's one other that's even less offensive than this one, I think. And one other that's pretty close. But, yeah, that was my number 10 pick.
Don't despair just because it's Christmas. People there are so gay at Christmas.
At number 9, we have the band Bad Religion. Now, this isn't a full song, and it's a cover of a different band called Fear. The song in question being Fuck Christmas. Like I said, it's not even quite 2 minutes long, but, it has a pretty good hook to it. I wouldn't have minded hearing a full version of their full version if they had ever done one, but it's short, it's sweet.
And I could be the one who would die to feel you breathe, but it's too far gone, and this love must die. I can be the one who would die to feel you breathe. I could break.
Coming in at number 8, this one's kind of a cheat, because the only Christmassy thing about it, I think, is the title. But this is Seven Dust singing Xmas Day. Now, like I said, I was hard-pressed to find... Well, I should clarify. At first, this was a top 10 list I was, making, until I remembered, oh yeah, there's this other song. I'm like, crap, I can't exclude that. Well, now I gotta find a 12th song. Granted, it works out good, because, 12 days of Christmas and all that, but, Xmas Day isn't a bad Seven Dust song. It's not one of my favorites, of course, but I do listen to it from time to time. Seven Dust has such a great sound.
Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and Blixen and all his reindeers pulling on the reins. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright.
Coming in at number 7 is a classic. And I know it's surprising that, in my list of alternative Christmas music, there's a Christmas classic, but my reasons for it being on here is why I consider it alternative. This is Gene Autry, Here Comes Santa Claus. Now, my reason for it being here is because every year I watch the classic Christmas movie, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's a holiday tradition me and my mom have. We both love the film. It always makes us laugh. But I've always really enjoyed the scene towards the end of the film where the SWAT team is coming in to rescue the guy that was captured, and they come in bursting through the windows and the doors to the song Here Comes Santa Claus. It is such a surreal scene. It's always, brightened my day, so that's why it's here.
Buy a gift in harmony, feed the Christian industry. Fuck Christmas all the time. I've got my Yuletide pride.
At number 6, we have a song by Tankard. This is the second song on this list that is just called Fuck Christmas. This one's got a pretty good melody to it, Definitely a good thrashing song. But it's one that I fairly recently discovered, so I don't have a ton of notes on it, other than that it does take the 6th place song.
Each bell would peal with a silvery zeal as the holiday feeling was filling us. But now instead all we're feeling is dread because Christmas time is killing us.
Each Christmas list gets us more and more distilled. The thought of existence is chilling us.
I'll tell you what, shove your list up your butt because Christmas time is killing us.
In number 5, though, we're going back to adult animation songs. From Family Guy comes Christmas Time is Killing Us. Now, this is from the Road to the North Pole special, and this song is such a banger, talking about how, the industrialization of Christmas is basically killing Santa and his elves, talking that, the elves are on crack and it feels like Iraq, really good, dark Christmas song. And continuing, sort of, in adult animation, at number 4, now this is apparently by a band called August Burns Red, called Carol of the Bells. Now, I believe this is like a metal rendition of, the actual song Carol of the Bells. That's a Christmas time classic. The reason I say adult animation, though, is because this song, at least the first time I heard this version of the song, it was from the American Dad episode for Who the Sleigh Bell Tolls. It's a song that's played when Santa first shows up to kill the Smith family. It's got such a good hard edge to it that I enjoy it. I definitely listen to it, about once a year at least. Of course, I try and watch that episode also once a year, so... In fact, I'm pretty sure that episode made my top 12 Christmas specials video that I believe was last year's Christmas video.
Sleigh up in the sky as the reindeer fly. Can you hear the hooves landing on your roof? Got around belly a bowl full of jelly. I eat all them cookies. I'm Santa Claus. Such a clatter, you'll see what's the matter. I fill up your stocking, I'm Santa Claus.
Anyway, coming in at number 3 is Zombie Claus by the band Psycho Stick. Now, this is done in the tune of Rob Zombie's Dragula, so obviously it has a great sound, but such imaginative lyrics. Things like, raise such a clatter, you'll see what's the matter. I give all the gifts, I'm Santa Claus. Very great song, and the music video for that one is fun. So I do recommend that one.
If I ain't drunk, then it ain't Christmas. You know where to stick those jingle bells. If I ain't hammered, it ain't Hanukkah. And all you motherfuckers go to hell. If I ain't cockeyed, it ain't Kwanzaa. Joy to the world, Jack and Coots. If I ain't drunk, then it ain't Christmas. 'Cause I ain't never anything but broke.
Coming in at number 2 is Corey Taylor from Slipknot with a song called Xmas. Now, this is another one that's basically talking about how, corporate Christmas has become, and how, he's sick and tired of it. Just the smell of eggnog makes me vomit, and those colored lights are fucking infantile. Has a really good message, though, hidden in it, too. I think we, collectively as a people, should rise above this corporate jolly noise and tell the world, well, let's buy some peace and quiet for a change before we spend it all on fucking toys. But great song. Listen to it every year. Not even just at Christmas time. I like this song enough that I'd listen to it fairly regularly. And the funny thing is, this song was originally going to be my number 1 pick. Until when I was looking for songs for this list, I stumbled across a new one that I will never celebrate the holiday without, because it is such a good song. It is a real banger. And I am so sad that it took me so long to find it, because I think it came out in 2018. So it's been out for a few years now. And I've had a few years I could have been enjoying it and have not. This is by Ice Nine Kills, and it's called Merry Xmas. Now, it starts out with, screaming death metal. Has a little bit of a melodic pre-chorus, but then the chorus itself, the chorus itself is what really makes this one. You will believe in me, slaughtered under the tree. So good. I'm filming this video a few days after, collecting all of the tracks and figuring out where they went, and I have just been listening to this on repeat for the last few days. It is that good. I just cannot get enough of it. And it's got such a great music video, because the music video for this one, which I highly recommend, is this kid gets a retro, like a Sega Genesis-ish video game. I say Sega Genesis-ish because it's clearly meant to be a Genesis cartridge, but obviously they can't use the Sega logo, and I believe the controller hooked into the system is like an Atari controller, but it is just the most brutally graphic video game. 8-bit, you're playing as Santa Claus, carving people up with an axe, hanging people with, with light nooses. There's a Mario Kart-ish section where you're cutting heads off. So good. If that was a real video game, I would have to play it. But this song is a banger. I definitely cannot recommend it enough. So that is my number 1 pick. I can't imagine it's going to ever be dethroned. You never know, though. I mean, I may revisit this video again in 10, 15 years. Give a chance for maybe some new alternative classics to show up. But yeah, that's my top 12 list. To recap, In 12th was South Park, Merry Fucking Christmas. 11, Nightmare Before Christmas, The Fuck. 10, Diuper's Rusty Chevrolet. 9, Bad Religion, Fuck Christmas. 8, Seven Dust Xmas Day. 7, Gene Autry, Here Comes Santa Claus. 6, Tankard, Fuck Christmas. 5, Family Guy, Christmas Time is Killing Us. 4th, August Burns Red, Carol of the Bells. 3rd, Psycho Stick, Zombie Claus. 2nd, Corey Taylor, Xmas. And number 1, Ice 9 Kills, Merry Xmas. I hope everyone did enjoy this video. Hopefully you found a few new songs that you'll have to check out. You know, I'd be curious to hear if there's any alternative holiday classic Christmas songs that you enjoy. But until the next video, this has been Dmcjediman, and I am signing off and wishing you all a very Merry fucking Christmas. Peace, everybody.